Ladies and gentlemen, Zac Maas!
So those MAGA fuckers are weird, huh? Aren't they? Yeah, I think the thing that I find the weirdest about the MAGA people is like how much they like the president. Because yeah, I grew up in the 90s and the late 2000s, and it was like it didn't matter if you were a Republican or a Democrat, Bush, Clinton, like everybody just hated the fucking president. And man, I really felt like Biden got us back there. All the conservatives I knew were like, let's go, Brandon! All the liberals I knew were like, fuck Joe Biden! And all the libertarians I knew were like, why do we have to have driver's licenses? But it's weird. It's like liking your boss who's actively trying to take away your health insurance. And yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but being a comedian actually does come with health insurance. Yeah, it's called Medicaid. Well, it did come with health insurance. The whole Make America Great Again thing, it's fucking weird to me. It's like, do you want to go back to when you thought America was greater, or like back to when you were greater? It's like, make America great again, like back when I could get hard without a pill. Make America great again, like back when I had hair and the summers used to last forever. I think it's weird that the MAGA people took the American flag. Yeah. We're all Americans, right? That fucked up history belongs to all of us, right? Thank you, one person. Yeah. I think it's fucked up, and I think the only way that we can take the flag back from the MAGA people is if the gays are just like, that's our new flag! Like, see all those stars? Those aren't for the states anymore. Those are for all the different kinds of gay. People are like, what? There's 50 different kinds of gay? It's like, no, there's 27, but there's room to grow. One of my friends was like, Zach, I don't know what happens if the MAGA people take the gay flag. And I was like, fuck. That could happen. They do love parades. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Betsy Ross actually was a lesbian. Yeah. I mean, I just made that up, but you believed it. So. Yeah, let's just start that rumor, all right? Fucking Betsy Ross loves pussy, all right? I'm also not like one of those people that like hates red states. I've actually been to all 50 states, and I've done stand-up in 49 states around the country. Yeah. And I can say without a doubt that the Midwest and the South is some of the kindest, most polite people in America. Yeah. I mean, they will say please and thank you as they take away women's rights. No, they're very generous. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Texas gave over 100,000 immigrants to blue cities. Yeah. We just had to give Austin, Texas 1,000 shitty comedians. Yeah, it was a very good trade. Very happy about it. Now, we had 40,000 immigrants from Texas come to Colorado. And you know what? It really wasn't that big of a fucking deal. I think it's fine. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck everybody's so afraid of. I have friends that are immigrants, and they love this fucking country. Yeah. Also, I think it's weird that the people that are so afraid of these immigrants, most of them would call themselves Christians. And it's like, hey, these people, they're your fellow fucking Christians. They're Christians too. And you know what? They're better fucking Christians than you are too. A lot of liberals I know is like, oh, Bernie's still gonna save us. Yeah, 34,000 people went to watch Bernie talk in the park. Did anybody go down there for that? Few people. Yeah, I went down there, and man, Bernie is saying the same shit that he's been saying for 30 years. It's just like a little more desperate now, you know? Like he used to be like, the 99% is more than the 1%, and the 99% is gonna beat the 1%. And now he's like, I don't know how the fuck math works. The 1% has so much fucking money. What the fuck are we gonna do? We are fucked. And yeah, he seems a little more afraid. But yeah, when I was down there, somebody had a sign that said "Not my president," but it had a circle around it with a line through it. And I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure your sign says not my president. And she's like, no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. And I was like, don't worry. I had a marker on me. I drew another circle around that. And I put another line through it. So her sign said, not my president. I'm not sure who's worse at signs, the conservatives or the liberals. They're both pretty fucking bad at them. I think my favorite sign is the one that the liberals have in their yard that you can tell they still feel bad about some racist shit they said in 2003. The one that's like, I believe in all the liberal ideas, fucking in a list, fucking all of them. You know, Black Lives Matter, science is real, love is love, fucking all of it, yeah, all of it. I think it's really fun to just go up to those signs and just cross out one of those things. You know, where they're like, yeah, you know, I love the blacks and the gays, but science is definitely not real. You know, and a woman broke my heart in 8th grade, fuck women. If I would have known that Trump was gonna win again in 2024, I think I would have just voted for him in 2020. Yeah, I would have just voted for him in 2020 to just fucking get it over with. Cause yeah, it's like we just took some weird fucking intermission to watch Biden get dementia. Yeah, it's like the weirdest halftime show ever. And the only people that benefited from Biden's presidency were like, thanks, Dad. It's fucked up. We just gave Trump 4 years to plan, just 4 years to plot his revenge, just out on the golf course. I'm gonna undo every fucking thing that Biden did. I'm gonna get a plane from the Qataris. I'm gonna fucking get all the guys off that went for January 6th, even though they were pussies and couldn't hang Mike Pence. I'm gonna change the names of all the gay ships in the Navy, because sailors were never gay. Like, what the fuck? I would have just got it over again, but no, we just took 4 years to do absolutely nothing, and we're fucking, here it is again, we're fucking back. Biden actually kind of reminds me of my dad a little bit. Well, in just like one way, like both of their sons have smoked crack. I only did it once, all right? There was a laptop there. No, I had some friends that were getting married. The wedding reception before, they were like, "Let's get some coke," and they couldn't get any coke, but thanks to the CIA, they could get some crack. And but yeah, so we smoked some crack before their wedding. And what's funny is like with the divorce rates in this country, it's been 20 years and they are actually still married. Yeah. No, still married. The crack wedding. Who would have thought? Out of all the ones I went to, the crack wedding. No, I actually let this fucking guy on his motorcycle go by. But yeah, they actually had a party to celebrate their 20th anniversary, and I gave a speech, and I was like, you gotta give it up to Chris and Sarah for staying together for 20 years. You know, their relationship is like a rock. Do you guys like superheroes? Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. I actually started working on my own version of Batman. It's just like regular Batman, but the only difference is that his parents don't get murdered in front of him when he's a kid. So he just grows up to be a normal, rich piece of shit. Batman, he grows up and he starts saying stuff. He's like, I'm gonna buy Twitter and call it X. He's like, I'm gonna build a truck, but gay. He's like, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. Have a nice day, DJT. All right. I think what I'm trying to say here is that if we really want to make America great again, we got to start killing rich kids' parents in front of them. Kind of a mixed reaction from you guys on that one. Some of you are like, woo, fuck yeah, let's head to Boulder after the show. You know, then I see some of you that are like, what the fuck? I'm rich. You're not that rich, all right? It's 4th of July weekend. If you were that rich, you'd be on a fucking boat right now. Yeah, you're at a show with free pizza. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I've done shows for rich people, all right? It's just you and them. Alone. And you're naked. Diddy is there. The mic is very slippery. Sorry, Mr. Diddy. I'm not condoning violence, by the way. You know, if you don't go Luigi some fucking billionaires. You know. Yeah, violence is only good in sports. We all know that. And, yeah, a lot of people, it's like, what the fuck do we do? A lot of people don't know what to do. After Trump got elected, a lot of women I know were like, I'm not fucking men anymore. And I was like, hold on a second. All men? What the fuck? Like, you know, like I didn't vote for him. You know, you can fuck me. I have great policies on foreplay. Also, by the way, not fucking men is how you make Republicans. Yeah. Republican school shooters, especially. I've been asking crowds this, is anybody here pro school shooting? No? Okay. So make some noise if you're against school shootings. Okay, only about half of you. The rest of you are like, I don't have any kids, I don't go to school anymore, I just don't really give a fuck, you know? No, I do have to, you know, give the Republicans some credit on that. You know, I'm impressed with, I mean, that's been a problem for like 30 years, and I think they finally figured it out, you know, and it's just like, let's get rid of schools. Yeah, you can't have school shootings if there's no schools. It's fucking brilliant. Now, I did figure out one way to get Trump supporters to listen to you. Like I said, I performed in 49 states. I've been all over the country. I've had a lot of beers with people in bars, and there's one thing that has worked every time that I tried it, and all you have to do before you say whatever like liberal idea you want to say is you just have to say, I voted for Trump. I'm serious, try it. It fucking works. All you have to do is say, I voted for Trump, and then whatever crazy liberal shit you have to say, they'll be like, you know what, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, you know what, maybe we should all have health care. That sounds, that makes sense. Maybe they shouldn't sell off all the, national land that we all use. Maybe we shouldn't give tax breaks to billionaires and take away poor people's fucking health care. Maybe you can be against genocide, and it doesn't mean that you're anti-Semitic. That's, I don't know. Yeah, all you have to do is say, okay, yeah. I'll take it even one step further, like, I don't like to talk about it, but I actually stormed the Capitol. Yeah, I'm the guy who shit on Nancy's desk. True story, though, I know I don't look like it, but I actually did storm the Capitol. Yeah, it was about 6 months ago. I was drunk as shit on an electric scooter. It was 4 a.m. I just fucking rode right up there. It's very easy. I don't know if you've been there at night, but you can just storm right up there. I grabbed a mop cone, pretended it was my dick. It's fucking... But yeah, the last guy I was talking to, we had this talk, and at the end of it, I looked at him and I was like, yeah, man, this is pretty fucked up, but you know what? I think Trump might actually be worse than Biden. And he was like, fuck, man, you really think so? And I was like, yeah, man, I think so. And he's like, you know what? I think he might be right. Yeah, seriously, if you haven't already blown your cover next Thanksgiving, just be like, yeah, I voted for him. If you skipped it this year, be like, yeah, I voted for him in 2024. Your uncle will listen to you. It's crazy. I hate doing this, actually, talking about politics and shit like this. Like, I'm a comedian. I'd rather just tell jokes. I'd rather talk about dogs and cum. And, but yeah, it sucks. And the reason I feel like I have to talk about this is it feels like the media has made us comedians so important. It's not like the people that are elected officials or athletes or any of these people have to set a good example, that they have to have candor and just be good people anymore. It's like all of a sudden comedians are the moral compass of America. Yeah, why the fuck is that? If you watch Fox News, they're like, you can't say anything anymore. And I think that's bullshit that you can't say anything, because I just said anything 3 times. But no, it's cancel culture and everybody's canceling. Like, who the fuck has been canceled? Not one fucking comedian that's been canceled has been fucking canceled. Cosby is getting ready to plan a tour. He's planning a tour right now. Louis C.K., Chris D'Elia, they're all fucking touring. They're all working. Fucking Shane Gillis hosted the show that fucking canceled him. Yeah, even comedians that get canceled at a local level, which, by the way, it's not usually for shit they said, it's for being fucking creeps, can just go to Austin. No, it's fucked. And I don't know, I'm worried for all artists in the fucking country right now, because I feel like the fucking billionaires, the fucking corporations were like, who doesn't play ball with us? Well, it's the who's not buying into our shit? Well, it's the fucking artists, the comedians, the musicians. And then what did they do? They're like, oh, well, you gotta be on social media. You gotta create all the fucking content. So Zuckerberg and Musk and fucking China can make fucking money. And they're not gonna pay you a fucking dime for 1 million views on your fucking video. They're taking all that fucking money. And then they're like, well, I've been doing comedy for 13 fucking years. It took me a long time to learn how to do this. I used to be a musician, and it took me a long time to learn how to play guitar, and now they have AI. There's fucking AI bands on Spotify who also doesn't fucking pay anybody that are fucking, what the fuck? It's fucked. They're trying to take away what makes human beings special and unique. And yeah, the only option that we're going to have left is to work in the factories that were brought back to America from the terrorists. He's doing it for us, you know, and I've thought a lot about this, and there is like one thing that we can all do. Like, how many of you know what Citizens United is? It's like about 8 people in the crowd. No, it's crazy. So Citizens United, it sounds like a great thing, but what it should be called is corporations and billionaires buying elections, is what it should be called. It's what the Supreme Court did that allows people to donate crazy amounts of money to influence our fucking politics. It's why Musk could donate $288 million to fucking influence the last election and then get pissed off about it and go on and say, well, actually, he's a pedophile, and if you don't do what I say, then fucking I'll do it for the Democrats next time. Why should somebody be able to fuck with our country like that? That's fucked up. The amount of money he donated to was like 0.078% of his fucking wealth. It'd be like me being able to buy an election for $1.50. Like, what the fuck? Like in 2020, 94% of the House seats were won by the person who had the most money, and 82% of the Senate. And it's not just Republicans, the Democrats are all in the fucking pockets too. They're fucking all caught up in this shit. I've messaged both of our Senate and Congresswoman, and fucking they asking them, what are you doing about Citizens United? Why isn't this an issue on your websites? Why aren't you talking about this? And after multiple attempts to contact them, they have not fucking gotten back to me because they're fucking part of it too. They fucking all are. They have to. You have to be to play the game, you know? I opened one of the first dispensaries here in Colorado in 2009. I was the 9th one to open in Denver. And it was fucking scary back then, you know? We were like, fuck, we have a sign that says we're committing a felony. Yeah, we had a lot of the people that were just like the state house and stuff like coming through, and they would say to us, hey, we agree, like marijuana should be legal. We don't think people should be going to prison or going to jail for marijuana, but some of us even smoke it. But if you want us to give a fuck about this issue, you're gonna have to open up your pocketbooks. You know, and the reason why it did get passed here is because the people did open their pocketbooks, and the people that opened their pocketbooks were the fucking big corporations that opened their pocketbooks. And then the way that the laws were written, do you see any mom and pop dispensaries around town anymore? No. Pretty soon everything's gonna be a fucking live well. And yeah. And then Hancock was bought here too, which is why fucking you see just all these fucking high rises with no fucking parking, cookie cutter bullshit. It's why they're fucking redoing Colfax so that they can force out all the small businesses there and the developers can come in and sweep that shit up for pennies on the dollar. Like, fuck this shit. I mean, that's the way that this shit works, you know? So the one thing that we can do is that we all need to call our reps. We need to say, what the fuck are you doing about Citizens United? And we need to push for an amendment to get rid of Citizens United. Yeah. And if you want to be president, I think there's just one thing that should happen if you want to be president.
most powerful person in the world. And if they want it, they're fucking out. And at the end of the day, we can elect a dog. Because people can't be trusted. If you wanna run, there's one qualification. You can't want it. You can't want it. If you ever want it, you shouldn't be president. If you ever wanted it, you shouldn't have it. If you ever wanted it, you shouldn't have it. If you ever wanted it, you shouldn't have it. If you wanna run, there's one qualification. You can't want it. You can't want it. I don't care about your policies. I just want you to get down on your knees and scream, please, anyone but me. I don't